Nigerian Genius.
Good evening, guys. This is Team UNN once again. We are currently reporting our daily progress report for the evening. So how did our day actually go? We didn't sleep throughout last night, and we're actually frustrated this morning because what we worked on, what we said we work on last night, which was the connections and the programming and stuff, were giving us a bit of tough challenges. But nevertheless, we pulled through that morning because immediately day was bright and it was 9 o'clock a.m. It was the presentation as the report of your past and current progress and your future plans, which we did wonderfully. We explained our challenges to the judges and also expressed our low confidence concerning our current challenges.
We already wrote all the codes to be sent into the Arduino board before. But when it came now, we then discovered that for it to have remote access and control, instead of using the Arduino board, we are going to be using the camera, the module, the ESP32 camera module, and downloading the software to send this stuff to ESP32 camera module is proving to be difficult.
That aside, after the progress reports, we went into our cubicles where we continue to tackle these challenges of programming and control, giving the device remote control and access. But aside that, we sent our project, or we sent a prototype of our project to the 3D printer today, and this is how it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to be a sphere, but this is just a prototype, so we know how the device will fit in inside. So now, if we happen to be able to tackle with these coding and programming challenges, we'll be able to scale up a big 3D size that can fit in all these components. And because of it 3D printed this now, we'll be able to know that a square surface can't fit in properly in a cylindrical or a curvature. Now you might be wondering, what is this sphere ball? Now, the name of our device is called an health sphere, a device that operates as a mini hospital. It's one of the latest future inventions. I'll call it a future invention because before we chose to design this device, we looked on the internet and made sure that no other person has designed something like this before. Of course, you have seen Vitality Science machine that require you touching them. For example, the blood pressure machine that requires you pumping wearing a cast around the hand and pumping, or the thermometer that requires you touching to read your temperature. But this device we are building now will give you your readings without touching your temperature. For example, if you happen to walk into this room and the device just catches your face for, let's say, 1 or 2 seconds, it's going to be able to tell you your blood pressure, your heartbeat, your pulse rate, and your pain level just with the temperature of your current body. Now, what we're using for this device is the MLX 90614 sensor and the ESP32 cam. The challenge we actually experienced was making the ESP32 cam our microcontroller or the brain of the project, because formerly we were programming on Arduino, but programming on Arduino would not give it the remote control and access needed, and all our designs was done using the Arduino. But now we have shifted our focus on how to give it remote control and access in the ESP32 cam. We are aware that the deadline is currently fast approaching, so we have decided to still keep an all night so we're able to achieve our goal. After the whole collaboration on how to solve these challenges, we went outside to complete the lampstand project, which we started a few days ago. The lampstand project was finally completed, and we sprayed we filed rough edges and sprayed it, and it actually looked better than I expected, because at first we thought that it was just a project joining of iron to teach welding and fabrication, but after the spraying and filing, it looked market worthy. It can be that market worthy, that means it can be sold on the market. After finishing the welding and the lampstand, we came back to our cubicle and we were addressed by one of our mentors. He also told us to come to him because of this coding challenge we're having, if there's a way we can put heads together and make this device. After the brief mentorship session with the industrial engineer, we went further to apply the knowledge he shared with us on solving this problem. So far, we have solved part of this problem with the knowledge he has actually given us, because the idea he actually gave us is something we already had before, like we had thought of it before, but we actually did not apply it.
When you are good at that, the value is something to your friend. Yes, maybe this is the first time. Have for them. Something that you spread your impact, making sure that solution works.
Where we are telling you, our fans, now to support us on the social media voting platform, because that's where our strength is actually in now. Even if we don't back the $1 million prize, you should be able to back the $100,000 prize with your support, and we'll be really grateful. Thank you. Thanks to CIC once more for this learning opportunity. It was really great being able to practice with these tools. It was really great for a building designer to become a machine designer in the space of 1 week. It was really great learning programming and working with the 3D printer and stuff like that. We really appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.
The Nigerian Genius.